Hi everybody, Tachi here from Pixie Mommies Reborns. Welcome back everyone. To everyone new, hello, hello and welcome. You are looking at Oscar. Hi aunties and uncles. To everyone that doesn't know Oscar, I will introduce him. Oscar is my full-bodied silicone baby boy. Um, he is the Dwayne Awake #2 by Claire Taylor. So we're looking at Oscar. He is on a boppy with this adorable little muslin blanket that has cherries all over it. Really, really cute. I got a pack from Marshall's at the end of the season. I think there was this one, there was one with lemons, one with peaches, and a plain white one. And I really wanted a crisp white one was my thing, and it was like red tag. It was like on such a great sale. I was like, oh, the fruit ones are adorable. So anyway, and he is in his little Babidu outfit that I changed him into in a previous video. So, a great topic came up, and as you all know, here in the community, often channels, especially channels of ladies that might be Dolly friends of ours, we often will piggyback on topics or make it a tag, whatever, share it along, because it's so fun to hear everyone's different perspective on the same topic. You know, everyone has a different take on it, and, you know, it's helpful to get to know each other. So this particular topic was done by Katie at My Little World, and it was, oh, what was the name of her title? I'm a clothing snob. Share what you love, or something like that. What I'll do is I'll put her original video in the description with a link to her original video. And then I just saw Inez did it today at the Reborn Doll Collective, so she had more to add to it, which was fun. So now I'm going to add to it, which I am so interested in for you all to comment, because the topic of, am I a clothing snob? I'm kind of an animal all of my own as far as with the clothing. Now, many of you that have been here with my channel, especially from the beginning or closer to the beginning, you all kind of know me with that I'm like not a fashionista here. I'm not great at, matching things together. I'm not great at selecting clothing, making decisions. I don't know, describing the different like materials and styles. I have a hard time with that because we try to be descriptive on our channels of what the babies are wearing, because we do have many vision impaired community members, so we try to do that. So I'm always struggling, what to call things. So the clothing thing has been it's a work in progress for me. That's what I would say. I'm a work in progress to be a clothing snob, but in a silly way, because of course, I don't look at, and I don't think most people look at any ladies here that buy high-end doll clothing as being snobs. It's, we all buy what, we love, what's within our means, and we're all sharing what we love. So whether it's just, something from Walmart that's just adorable, or it's something from a high-end, place. Now, I don't know, I'm still learning, a lot of the different brands and a lot of the outside of the US brands. I learned Babidu pretty early on, but my first Babidu outfit that I bought and a Spanish knit and some bonnets was like directly from Spain, from, like I didn't even realize that you might be able to get a better price even going to like the children's salon, like a different store. I also didn't realize that ladies have Instagram sales where a lot of these ladies will buy this beautiful clothing. They will import it here. They're paying the shipping, the taxes, because there's a lot of shipping and taxes and things when you're buying these, brands from outside of the US. So they're doing their shopping hauls and buying that all. And then they'll put it up on Instagram for, a few dollars less than what we paid, and also minus you're not paying all that shipping and stuff. So you're getting a deal, and they're recouping some from the clothing that they bought so that they could go on to, freshen their baby's wardrobe and get the things that they want, which is really, really smart. Now, some of the other things, just like Carter's things, I actually had this out, just an example, this little Carter's sleeper that says Mommy Digs Me, just a striped, newborn sleeper. I don't even know where this exact one came from, but I'm guessing it was probably somebody's Instagram sale, because in the beginning I would go for the inexpensive things and be buying a lot more because I had nothing for my dolls. When you're starting from scratch, you're like, oh my gosh, I have nothing to change them into for different photos, for days of the week, etc., etc. So I don't know if everybody does, but I personally panicked and was like, anything in that baby size that I could find at a discounted price so that I'm not paying a full retail price with a tag on it, that worked for me. So I have a lot of stuff like this. And I think that what I'm going to do is anything that's in nice condition, I am going to open an Instagram page. I've been meaning to. I got bags and bags, shopping bags full of clothing that I'm like, what am I doing with here? And this way I can put this stuff priced up extremely reasonably, probably like things like this Carter's is going to be less than the shipping, but for anyone who wants to do like a haul, and anyone starting out, it'll, save them from going to the store and buying new, just like it saved me. So I think that makes sense. And then I can progress from there with a page, because what I am doing is I'm learning, and I've been learning as I've been going along, which is why I love watching videos of other collectors that have expensive tastes and are buying high-end clothing, because then I'm learning where are the best places to get to buy this sort of clothing. I mean, I didn't even know where to go to find Spanish knit socks, to find these shoes, like nothing in the beginning. I had no clue where to even find these things, let alone try to pay for them at retail. So what I've done is I'm a very, very thrifty shopper. I don't think that I've purchased anything directly. I maybe a few Next sleepers, but really, I search for the sales. This particular outfit that Oscar has on, the Babidu, this was from a private collector, a friend of mine, and I bought like a little mini haul from her. It's a friend. She gave me a really nice deal, and so I got many pieces of very nice, clothing. And this isn't like high end even. I mean, there's, I wouldn't even know the names of the brands of the clothing that's like really, really high end. But I do want to learn, because there may come a day. Because what's happening is I'm like, I have to store all of this clothing, and my collection is larger, so I'm not even using it. I'm not changing all of my babies every day or even once a week. Some of them I do, like Oscar, usually like once a week, he'll get changed. And when I get a new baby in, of course, it's probably typical. We all, will change them a lot more and, do our kind of bonding process with them than we do babies that have been in our collection a long time. At least that's what I do. So I'm really curious because, like I said, I do now have some nice pieces and nice things that I share and that I share pictures of my babies in. And when I tell you I'm thrifty, I mean, I had found a lady in the UK that has an infant little boy, and she just was letting things go. She had very nice taste, and it was all UK brands, and I believe she was also a seamstress herself, so there was some handmade things in there, and she was so reasonably priced. And of course, if I got a bunch of stuff, it was like it was like next to nothing for the clothes, and I was really just paying to ship them over here, which was still an incredible deal. So I got several big hauls from her. Because I was like, let me get now, because her baby is now grown out of this size and into the next and the next size that I don't need. So I kind of snatched what she had that I wanted, because it was just her son's clothes. She wasn't like she was like, flipping clothes or anything like that. So I found, things like that. And she was very sweet. And she even gifted me some little slippers, some tights, some socks. Cause I said, I'll take anything if you got the tights that go with this or that. And no, the stuff is not brand new. Yes, it was worn by a baby, but again, the way that how meticulous the woman was, the condition that everything was in, it was fine by me. So I did things that way. I that's how I do things. I just wait. And over time, if there's a really, really good deal, I will snatch, things up, kind of stockpile. There's a lot of things that I haven't gotten out yet that you haven't even seen on my baby. Some of them is more like fall, winter stuff. But that's cool. That's great. I have the stuff, and, I, searched. I've gotten some things secondhand off of eBay that I've, been very happy with. So, I spend a little more time doing the legwork to finding the deals. It works for me. And another thing that I've been learning is less is more. And it's kind of nicer to have one, nice outfit than five, say mediocre outfits, in my opinion, because I'm not changing my dolls as often as I was in the beginning. It takes a lot of storage space, etc., etc. So I am far from a person that goes to, and then also a lot of stuff that I have has been gifted to me, has come in as gifts along with box openings of babies that I've bought from friends. It's come in happy mail. Friends have sent. My friends spoil me. I love you all. And of course I don't expect that, but that is where, some things have come from. Um, and like I said, I am terrible at, if I had to pick together a match, a top, a bottom, socks, a bonnet, whatever, I am like, I would procrastinate forever on, does this really go with this? It's just, I'm bad at that, but I'm getting better, and I'm loving learning from all of you ladies. So I really enjoy the ladies that, have more of an eye for this clothing, and, find it's just for me. I'm learning a lot. I know what I like. I know what I think looks good. And I've always kind of been a person that has like champagne taste on a beer budget, so to speak. Like I'm always drawn to things, and then I look and I was like, oh, look at the price. That figures. It's just that's my taste. I can't always accommodate my taste. Obviously, we can't all, but here and there. And when you're having fun in a hobby, you try to make room for that. So that's kind of where I'm at with clothing. It's definitely been a growing work in progress for me. I want to say that I've probably seen other ladies this way, because you don't know when you first come in, how much a part of your life the hobby is going to become. You kind of grow into that. So kind of almost like the dolls, like you just start out at a certain level and you move yourself up. Well, the clothing has been the same to me. And I consider the clothing a fun part of it and part of the hobby and the collecting in itself. Like I was buying the vintage John Lennon stuff because it had been my second daughter's nursery. To me, those pieces are collectible. They're part of my collection. There are certain pieces of clothing wherever I've got here and there that, I'll probably never sell. I just love so much, especially too, I think I was telling you all, because I took him out of the loved baby sleeper. I love that brand. It's just so practical and comfortable. Well, comfortable for me as far as holding them. It makes them feel like snuggly and stuff. Very realistic for photos. A brand that if I kind of knew about when my kids were infants, like I would have loved to have put my own infants in them. Just, so well made, kind of always fits them right. That sort of thing. But, they're, pricey for, one sleeper. They had a big sale, in July. I went with that. And that's what I'll do. And if I have to wait till next year till they have a sale, I found some on eBay, and maybe I'll find some this winter on eBay. And you just kind of get the stuff as you go along. I also fell in love with a certain seamstress work here, and I wanted a few things handmade. One thing in particular for my little pixie girl, Marley, who you all haven't seen in ages. And that's something that, had to be custom made. So while I was getting that made, I ordered from her, a few things. So I'm really excited about that. And I'm excited to show you something that I kind of thought of, concocted together out of ideas from all of you ladies. Like, I don't know. It's cool. I can't wait for that. So anyway, but to me, it's part of the fun. It's part of the hobby. What I'm really curious, because I noticed something. I just watched Kelly's video too, and I totally identified with what she was saying about how very often you will see people lumping friends together into one category. So it's almost like a guilt by association thing in a way, if, and I'm talking about when people are like picking, I guess at people, or just assuming that somebody, just because they're friends with a certain group of ladies, that they know everything that's going on everywhere, like that sort of stuff. So I'm curious because I am aware that some of the ladies that I have become very friendly with have gone through on their YouTube channels getting called clothing snobs. And there was like, a thing going around about the high-end clothing, and which is ridiculous. In my opinion, the ladies that are buying the high-end clothes are the ones that are getting picked on and ridiculed, and that is absolutely ridiculous, because I've never once ever in all of my time here seen anyone buying nice, clothing or high-end clothing for their babies and belittling somebody that doesn't and saying, oh, you're not good at, never ever heard anyone say that. I've only seen ladies just sharing and saying, this is what I love, this is what I prefer. I prefer clothing that's a little harder to find, that you don't see every day all over the place, unique, one-of-a-kind pieces, things like that, as opposed to, say Carters that you see, every day all over. Now, personally, I love Carters. I have a lot of Carters for my babies. It's soft. It's another practical type of clothing that I put on my own children. The John Lennon line is all Carter's. They make a lot of quality stuff. Some stuff, but you pick and choose from when you're purchasing. So yeah, I like a lot of their stuff, but I've seen ladies, I've seen a lot of ladies getting picked on for enjoying and buying the higher end clothing and sharing it, and I don't understand why they should not be able to share, just like everybody else sharing whatever adorable outfit or set or PJs or whatever that they bought. I don't understand why, just because it's more expensive, people automatically assume that they're looking down on people. I think that's ridiculous. In real life, in life here, we all drive different cars, own different types of homes, have different and just because my neighbor has a Mercedes doesn't mean that they look down on me because I got a Ford. I don't automatically think, oh, just because they have a nice car, they're looking down on me. That's not how I look at it. But anyway, just my opinion, and I know that topics came up before, but I'm very curious because, yes, I'm known to be, very friendly with some of the ladies that enjoy this high-end clothing, So I'm really curious because people seem to just lump everybody together and they this and they that. Well, I wonder, are you looking at me like a clothing snob? Because, if you look at my videos and you hear me talking and you see what I do and how I do obtain the few nice things that I have, I don't think, I've never, I can say the children's salon, I ordered those 2 white shoes, the plain white, and they were the cheapest ones they had. They're not even real leather. I thought that they were a good price, and I really wanted that classic baby look, and I didn't know where else to go to find in the newborn size. So yes, I did. I ordered those 2, the cheapest ones you could get. That's the only thing that I've had come from the children's salon. So I am certainly not someone that is, frequenting these pricier, stores for babies. So I wonder, what do you all call me with the clothing? What category do you people, for all you out there that judge and put everybody in categories and all the guilt by association and stuff. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being there. Thanks for thinking of me every day, putting my name out there. Much appreciated. However you're doing it, because, hey, it rolls right off of me. I find it hysterical if I have a need or a reason to go and look to check something, to verify something, because I don't like to speak, unless I have the, full information, and I'll see okay, yeah, huh, what a waste of time, because I'm not looking, I'm not watching it, but have fun out there. Anyways, for all of you, I'm curious, comment below, and let me know, what do you think about my doll's clothing, about me, about my shopping habits? Where do I fit in there? My answer is, me, there is no categories. We're all here as doll collectors. And as I just kind of said, everyone in life, is at a different place. And I don't look at everything that everyone, say buys in their home, what brand appliances they have, it's so irrelevant to me. I look at people for people and who they are, how they treat me, how they treat others, how they behave, that sort of stuff. I'm not looking at people at what they have. But again, that's, I have a harder time with the clothing. It's something I really got to pay attention to. and learn for myself, because it's something that I just haven't learned, because it's not something I pay a whole lot of attention to. For my own self, I like what's comfortable, what washes well, what's practical. Some of my own clothing winds up to be like more expensive brands, and like I like Coach, as far as pocketbooks. They hold up. I could use one for 5 years, So yes, is it worth it for me to purchase that? Now I don't have to buy a purse for 5 years, and I'll use it winter, summer, spring, doesn't matter. I'll use a black purse or black and gray or whatever, and I'll just use it for years until it starts getting, icky looking, and then I get a new one. That's me. So yeah, some of the stuff in my sweatpants and things, the better, more expensive brands, well, they wash a whole lot better. They last a whole lot longer. So when I can, I go for those. And I often find those thrift and secondhand anyway, but that's a whole other. So that's just me. And it's just something now I'm learning, because it's fun in the doll collecting. So let me know what you all think, and also let me know, do you all consider the clothing part of your collecting? Does preparing for a baby or getting a few new things for a new doll, whether they were gifted to you, you bought them thrift, you bought them first, however you did it, does that help you in changing the baby, making videos of the baby, taking pictures of the baby, and, finding clothing that looks good with their skin tone, the style on them and all that? Does that all help you with your experience with your doll? It does for me. It definitely ties in there. I learned that as I went along, which is a reason why it's fun to, and also to kind of give each baby their own, quote, personality, character, style. That's fun too. I'm a little wishy on the style because I'm not so good at that, but I try, and I'm learning as I go, like I said. And each baby, I'll be like, oh, this would look good for this specific baby, and so on and so forth. So I do that too. It helps bring the kind of character of the baby to life for me, which is another topic I'm going to have coming at you this week. I'm doing the pre-recorded, but I wanted to say, for all of you that made it to the end of this video, I'm going to put this up today. Happy Labor Day. There is a Category 5 hurricane, if some of you all may know. I'm very concerned about our, everyone, of course, and the ladies in the community that are in the path of this hurricane. On my community wall, I have put up a post as a check-in. So if all of you that are in the path of this hurricane get a chance, if you see this, please go check in. Let everyone know you're okay or what is going on, because everyone is thinking of you. Everyone is praying for you. Personally, I'm in New York. I'm at the end of the line. It could come up the coast and hit us, or go out to sea and come back. It could. We have no idea what it's going to do yet. That it's possible, but as of now, I don't know anything. I can say that in Florida, we have friends and family bracing. We have friends and family in the Carolinas that have been evacuated already. I mean, this is a Category 5 hurricane. It's no joke. So I've created a place on my page for everyone to check in, so people can go and look and say, okay, this person was hit, their area was hit, and they're okay, they're accounted for, etc. Because we are all thinking of you. I've already checked on one of our friends in the Bahamas. I'm concerned, and I'm sure many of you ladies and people that are watching the weather and the storm are concerned. And I will, of course, if it decides to head up to me, I will, of course, keep you all posted, and perhaps even do some like vlogging if we're gonna, seriously get hit. But let's pray we don't. Because that's all I need on top of everything. That's all anybody needs. Hurricane Sandy, if you all remember that devastated our area. Personally, our home, like, we were okay. But we had neighbors that were not, and we had neighborhoods in our area that were demolished, because we're, near the water. So, it was very sad. We were bringing clothing up to the kids' schools and foods and things for the families that lost their homes. It was, 90% of New York or Long Island was, did not have electric for weeks. We lucked out. I think we only lost it for a couple days, and that was not even during the storm. We lost it when they were here working on restoring, because the other half of our block didn't have it, and a lot of our neighborhood. So they had to shut it off because they were working on removing trees in the line. So we had it. We were without it for like 2 days or a day and a half, something like that, simply because they were working on it. But we did luck out. We had the electric. We could have easily lost it. So, and like I said, downright people lost houses, and, I don't think in our area, but definitely from Hurricane Sandy, people lost their lives, people were injured. It was very, very serious. So this is no joke, a Category 5 hurricane. All right, everyone. So I am going to break again from my regularly scheduled pre-recorded videos. I have a bunch for you to go up this week, and a bunch more I'm making. I'll kind of scatter them in between. And enjoy the topics, enjoy the babies. Our love to you. Be safe, everyone. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you enjoyed it and you would like to see more, please feel free and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a video, and so you receive invites to my live streams. All right. Till next time, everyone. God bless.